What's going on, everybody? It's Braxbenji and welcome back to my channel. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and follow me on all social media platforms to stay in tune with what I have going on. And make sure you enjoy the video, and I'll catch you.
Hold on, real quick. Who we going for? Goku or Superman? I'm going with Goku. I ain't gonna lie.
Superman.
I don't care.
It's
I'm
time
going
to
with
answer
Goku.
the ultimate question, and we're taking it all into play.
We're examining Superman's extensive mainline comic book canon. Given Dragon Ball Super's contentious continuities, we'll include all three just to be thorough, plus Dragon Ball Heroes.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
All right, I'm gonna try not to pause too, Chad. I'm trying not to
Far away,
pause.
in an enchanted land, an old master found a boy and marveled at his uncommon strength. This is the story of Son Goku.
Chances are, if you've watched some localized
yeah, that's
you
a fact.
can thank this guy.
Inspired
little
by
bit.
martial arts films and his wife's interest in Chinese culture, Akira Toriyama crafted the story and the character that would define generations to come.
Dragon Ball. Kakarot was born a low-class Saiyan on the planet Vegeta.
Cause I've seen I watched the Superman movies, and I've seen what's it called? Dragon Ball Z. Feel me? I haven't watched Super yet.
By Frieza
but
and was raised on Earth
I
by
did see that.
happy
That's
old
crazy.
Grandpa Gohan.
Not
Pause.
just raised, but trained. Gohan
Son
began
Goku.
Goku's teachings in martial arts, which he would
Feel me?
find to be his true
Full name
calling
Son
under the
Goku,
guidance
Kakarot,
of
birth name
Master
Kakarot.
Roshi. Specifically, he
Not a
learned the
bad
Kame-sen
dad,
and
you
Ryu
guys are
style,
just
which
mean.
focuses
That's
on
cap.
discipline and
That's
tenacity,
cap.
both of which
This is
strongly
cap.
define Goku's character.
This whole
The
thing right
more
here.
he learned, the more he wanted to improve. This little low-class monkey boy would prove that hard work and dedication can beat.
How the audio
talent.
sound, chat? Y'all
Within
good?
just a few
It's good. Y'all
years,
can hear
he
me
was
and the
so
video, or-
strong, the only worthy teachers left were gods. And a talking pet, but mostly gods. When you're training to dodge lightning, you know you're a few leagues over everyone else.
He did have a slight
That's crazy.
advantage.
Dodging lightning is
Saiyans
crazy.
are naturally superhuman. They also take Nietzsche's famous words, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger," very, very literally.
It's almost unfair how much of a
We
boost
increase our
in
battle
power
strength
they
every
get
time we
after they're
recover from
hurt.
the
While
brink of
Saiyans
death.
like Vegeta may have abused this trait, it suits Goku. No matter how many times you knock him down, he will get back up, stronger than before.
It helps that he knows so many cool combat moves, like the Kamehameha.
An incredibly powerful technique that focuses one's ki into a single point for a devastating beam.
So challenging, it took Roshi decades to master, but Goku got it
50
in
years.
like 5 seconds.
It's incredibly versatile, with over 50 different variations.
Dragon Fist,
For
Flight,
example,
Fusion
Goku
Dance,
can
God
curve the
Bind,
beam after
Haki.
firing, or even shoot it from his feet.
But
Instant
unlike most
transmission.
Saiyans, he doesn't
Kaioken.
just use ki to blow shit up. Moves like the
Kaioken
Solar
is tough.
Flare, Energy Land Bind, and God Bind require a lot more strategy and planning.
Because while Goku isn't exactly book smart, he is a genius when it comes to martial arts. He doesn't just train to conquer his
Goku got them
opponents,
hands.
but
I ain't
to
gonna lie.
conquer
I ain't
himself.
gonna lie.
He's also got some different moves, like trapping you in a rice cooker.
Well, pretty much
What?
any container could be used for the Mothaba sealing technique.
Then there's Kaioken, aka
Yeah.
instant steroids. Goku's multiplied his power
I mess
by
with Kaioken,
20
I ain't gonna lie.
before, and in a movie, he even got it up to times 100. What a badass!
The Genki
That's
Dama, or
crazy.
Spirit Bomb, is potentially his strongest attack, but it requires considerable time. Unlike instant transmission, which is a teleport that's instant. The way it works is Goku detects another person, like a sort of beacon, then teleports to their location by launching himself through an alternate dimension where time
Oh,
stands
that's how that
still.
works?
Yes, according to the Daizenshuu guidebook, it's a dimension hop. You can actually see this in between space in some movies and games.
And the
I didn't even
dubs
know
wanted
that.
us to think it shot Goku's molecules around at light speed. Silly English.
The dubs did more than that. In fact, early dubs of
That's
Dragon Ball
Arsenal.
Z tried to rewrite
God,
Goku
King.
as a Superman figure. Even his famous speech on Namek
Senzu
about being
beams.
the light in the dark.
That's what I'm saying. Goku got it, bro. He got senzu beams.
His Saiyan heritage, accepting his anger and pride, avenging his people by defeating Frieza, and declaring himself the Super Saiyan.
Hell yeah. If
that was
there's
hard.
any scene that deserves the
This is what
word
I seen.
epic,
Yep.
it's when he went gold. Super Saiyan and its sequels all have official power multipliers.
Peak,
but
peak,
they
peak,
threw us
peak.
for a loop by turning Goku into a god.
Super Saiyan God certainly changed things up. Goku gained Divine Ki, a pure form of Ki unspoiled by mortal
Oh, I remember that.
hands.
Oh,
Unlike
okay,
normal
so I did
Ki,
watch a little
it
bit of
can't
Super
be
then.
detected and appears to have healing properties.
Kinda like Senzu beans. Did you know one Senzu has so much healing juice it can regenerate a person's lost limbs?
Yo,
they're missing out.
Pause.
God Goku reached a level of
That's
power
crazy,
that
though.
could compete with the greatest of deities, nearly shattering the whole universe with a single clash on his first go. Dragon Ball's cosmology is unique. This
My
model
God.
is said to be an accurate depiction of Universe 7, but there's a wrinkle there. When all of humanity went to heaven,
Because Boo went boozerk.
Fidel commented that heaven is just as large as a universe, and the Daizenshuu backs her up.
And, that's heaven. Big planet.
So let's scale things up with that in mind. Doing so would make Universe 7 over 1,500 times larger than our own observable universe.
And
Damn.
Goku could destroy that much the first time he went God. And he didn't lose that power. He learned how to use it even better, even in base
Oh my
form.
gosh.
Now, imagine how much stronger he became when he stacked Super Saiyan on Super Saiyan God and became Super Saiyan Blue.
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
Yeah, not
See, I'm
saying that.
lost.
Or after he
Little bit.
trained with some almighty angels. Or when he perfected the blue hairdo and stacked Kaioken on top of that.
Goku has certainly performed great feats with God.
He's
Ki,
different.
breaking through Hit's time stop by forcing himself into the future, holding off Infinite Zamasu, who was a sentient timeline, defeating Jiren, who shook the entire world of Void by just walking.
He even tried out Hakai, the destruction god move that nopes you out of existence. Your being and your soul erased from all of time and space.
Oh my God.
Culminating in his greatest form, Ultra Instinct.
Ultra
Grown
Instinct,
Goku isn't a
yeah.
normal transformation. It's a state of mind. Ultra Instinct is the highest peak of martial arts. Subconsciously making optimal choices because you're in the zone. Doing without thinking.
Something Goku has always been training to do. Technically, it can be used in any form, but when perfected,
I'm not gonna lie, he's
Ultra
pretty tough, Chad.
Instinct makes you untouchable. No
Seeing
matter
Goku
what
go
comes his
first,
way,
it just make me
Goku will
realize, like,
automatically dodge, block,
Like, he's
and
definitely
counter
number
to
one.
the
Like,
best
he's
of
definitely
his
gonna win
ability,
this.
even pushing
There's
his
no way I
body
don't go.
well beyond
There's
his
no way I go
physical limits.
1-3.
So far beyond, in fact, Ultra Instinct can summon a massive avatar to defend him when his own body can't.
That sounds
my
really
God.
intense.
It is, which is why he's developed incremental versions of it for specific uses. It's extremely difficult to maintain the full form for long.
Until you get to Dragon Ball Heroes, aka Dragon Ball fanfiction gone Kaioken times 1,000.
While technically a different continuity, CC Goku is functionally a stand-in
I don't
for
know about
mainline
this.
Goku. His history and powers are the same, making his story just as much of a what-if scenario as the multiple super continuities. The only real difference is Toriyama's not really involved.
Okay.
This Goku used instant transmission to teleport through time and dimensions.
Oh my
He
God.
outsped
To
a
fight?
god who could see the future. He defeated Dark King Fu, who was gonna rewrite the entire universe. Hell, this series even makes GT cool. Xeno Goku can break space-time just
I
like
ain't gonna lie.
going Super Saiyan 4.
Looking
I
back
ain't
at
gonna
that
lie.
goofy monkey boy chopping wood and punching dinosaurs, it's almost
That's kinda crazy.
overwhelming to think about how far Goku has come, how much he's had to face.
But no matter the challenge, he takes it head-on and pushes through.
Showing everyone, everywhere, how to go even
Uh-oh.
further beyond.
Now it's time for Superman feat, chat.
I became a sperm donor with Cryos, and I made $780 each month.
Now it's time for the
Is that
Superman
how
feat.
you were
Let's
able
get it.
to get a new car?
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman.
Geez, just a locomotive? People in the 40s needed bigger imaginations.
Born on the far-off world of
Hey.
Krypton, the infant Kal-El was sent to Earth by his parents, narrowly escaping Krypton's destruction. Raised by farmers as Clark Kent, he eventually became Superman, champion of the oppressed, the
We know about
man
this.
of tomorrow.
If you've only seen the movies, forget him. Comic book Clark's not the perfect Boy Scout, and he's definitely not Jesus. Wait, where's
Stop
the guys who
worshiping
made
me,
him
please.
Jewish?
Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster were sons of Jewish immigrants and grew up in a time when anti-Semitism went largely unchallenged.
And then that ugly mustache showed up.
Understandably seeking escape from
Hitler?
some truly terrifying horrors, the pair created Superman to be a simple solution to overwhelming problems.
A hero who could defeat any evil by just punching it. Hell yeah, that's how I live my life.
After almost 9 decades, Superman has been many things. At the core, his story is one of a
Tough.
refugee, a child who lost his home,
Clark Joseph
left to
Kent.
the mercy of alien people. This new world accepted him,
Ooh, Steve
raised
Jet.
him, gave him a new home, because helping others in need is the right thing to do. That's why he became a superhero, the first superhero.
Everything's gotta start somewhere, but
Yep.
he was the first one to really take off. I mean, not literally, it Took a while, actually, before he learned how to fly.
In fact, when Clark discovered his Kryptonian heritage, he struggled to accept it and subconsciously developed mental blocks, severing him from his true power, which he would uncover throughout
what?
his life.
He's strong enough to shoulder press the weight of the Earth for 5 days straight, or
Oh
crush
my
coal
God.
into perfectly cut diamond.
That's not how that works.
He's fast enough to reach the edge of the universe in seconds, or even break the bonds of infinity. Wait, he can do all that, but Batman can punch him out? Really?
You're probably thinking of Elseworld stories outside main canon like Dark Knight Returns. It's a good question though. Superman's powers have fluctuated over time for a variety of reasons. However, for Death Battle, we take the characters at their best.
Yeah, like how
Yeah,
his breath
that's
is
what I
so
like.
powerful he can sneeze away a solar system, or blow air cold enough to freeze ghosts.
Speaking of, his X-ray vision doesn't just see through walls. He can see through your own body and mind to examine your soul.
And yet,
Oh my
he
God.
can't see through lead. That's okay, though. He can just burn through it with his face. Since he gets his power from the yellow sun, his heat vision burns with the fire of a star. And if beams aren't enough, he can blast it out of his whole body for a super flare. It used to
That's
totally
crazy.
drain him, but he's learned how to control it.
Simply put, Superman's powers defy physics. My favorite examples of this are when he rebuilt the reality warping miracle machine from memory, or punched Brainiac so hard every version of him felt it through all of time, or when
Oh my
he gained
God.
10 years worth of medical training through only 5 minutes of reading and then successfully performed lung surgery.
Nice. My favorite example is when he
That's
smelled
crazy.
brownies in North Dakota from orbit.
Even beyond his powers, Superman is no novice when it comes to the intricacies of battle.
He's trained in Kryptonian martial arts, which uses chi, or as they call it, Shriar. He even got summoned
Shriar.
to Asgard to fight demons with Thor for 1,000 years.
I'm not gonna lie, this is
Superman
really
can resist
crazy.
being erased from existence, such as tanking Darkseid's Omega Beams. Even Retcon and the Time Trapper, both of which hijack and alter timelines, can't touch him. Not because of his powerful mental defenses or healing factor, but because
Yeah.
he's a cosmic linchpin in the greater metaverse.
Timelines
Damn.
literally revolve around him.
But let's address the S-shaped elephant in the room. You may have noticed we've covered a variety of Superman eras. Superman and DC Comics as a whole have gone through multiple retcons.
Which one
Golden
which one they gonna
Age,
use, though?
Pre-Crisis, Post-Crisis, New 52, Rebirth, and so on.
It would help to know which one is the main Superman, right? Well, they all are.
Yeah, the latest reboots basically said
What?
everything in the main series is kinda canon, even when he had wacky powers like changing his appearance with a super muscular control. Ew. I guess he can still phase through almost anything, even people.
Look, if you really dig
Oh my
into
God,
it, this
Goku might
isn't
lose.
new. Plenty of characters have recalled events from supposedly retcon timelines before.
Yeah, post-crisis Soups did
Goku
start
might
as less
lose,
powerful
chat.
than in pre-crisis, but that was because of the mental blocks.
Though he's not a complete composite, there's so many other Supermen out there.
Future Superman, Big Robot Superman, Kami Superman,
Robot
Dinosaur
Superman is crazy.
Superman. There's a bunch.
Still, this new canon has affected his abilities. For example, he and other Kryptonians can effortlessly travel through time. And while Superman's powers stem from the Earth's yellow sun, exposure to a blue star increases them even further. In fact, upon visiting a white star, he attained a whole new level of power.
When that old baldy Lex teleported him to another galaxy, Superman just popped back up, saying space-time has lost its meaning for him. He really just said that.
Remember,
Oh my
Superman
God.
defies physics.
Like when he used heat vision to restart the universe by making an all-new Big Bang.
We've seen that his universe has a radius of at least 100
Man, I
light years,
picked the wrong-
but we can calculate a more exact figure.
I should've
The
picked
DC
Superman.
universe is 15
I'm still going with
trillion
Goku,
years
though.
old and expands at 60 trillion light years per half second. This means its radius must be over 50 nonillion light years across.
Oh my gosh.
What? That's 31 zeros, and Soups helped make that happen.
Well, about 1/5 of it. That's still immense power, but if you want something bigger, here's the Anti-Monitor blasting Golden Age Superman with all the energy of the antimatter universe. And then Superman,
Punched him so hard it kickstarted another one of those reboots.
Now, Superman
My
does
God.
have weaknesses. There's kryptonite, of course, and exposure to red starlight can fade his powers over.
Oh, hold on. I didn't know there was different colored kryptonites. I did not know there was different colored kryptonites. My fault, chat. Let me text me up. All right. Kryptonite green fatally saps energy. And then it says red. creates random mutations. Black causes murderous insanity. Well, I would hate to see the black one. Gold permanently removes powers. Oh.
Time.
Not all at once. He has been able to move planets around while under a red star, so...
And everyone knows Superman can't deal with magic, but it's more accurate to say he doesn't have any special resistances to it. He's defeated plenty of magic users before, even Shazam.
Shazam?
Superman challenges the idea that absolute power corrupts absolutely. He's the goodest good guy of them all, but there is nuance to being good, even if he is the ultimate power fantasy, unstoppable and incorruptible.
Such as when he took on the World Forger, one of the most powerful reality shapers in all of creation.
Who was
Survived
in the
multiple
sixth
source
dimension
wall explosions.
crafting a whole new multiverse to replace the one Clark calls home. Who's gonna
My
stop
God.
him?
Superman could, and the Forger knew it. So he was trapped on a world with a sun so distant he could never escape. Or so the Forger thought.
Instead, Clark found the strength he needed to fly at that sun, dip through a ton of stars, KO the World Forger, and shatter his new multiverse with a single punch. Because that's Superman, a simple solution
He's him.
to overwhelming problems.
He's the kind of person to save a cat from a tree, answer Christmas cards from strangers, and tow hundreds of planets to a new galaxy all in the same day. What's not to like?
Truth and justice has no better champion than the Man of Steel.
Here we go.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
This is about to be crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Then they fighting already? This is gonna be crazy.
Today's the day.
He already a
Finally
Super Saiyan
settle
too.
Who's stronger?
If you say so.
This is gonna be crazy. Got him. They getting down. Why nobody told me about death battles? I never knew this was a thing. Oh, infiltrate. Oh my God. Oh.
You're holding back. Give it your all.
Oh my gosh. Goku not playing with him.
I'm doing just fine.
Come on, Superman, show me some. Oh my gosh. Where you going to? Blue? Ooh. Oh my God. In the comment? Oh my God. Oh my God. Superman said, come here. In space now. We. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Oops.
He,
Well,
whoops.
I
He
guess
blew
we
up the
can wish
moon
it
on
back
accident.
later.
World made of cardboard. All right, I'll show you just how powerful I really am.
Oh my.
Looks like a job for...
Oh my gosh, this is tough. Why nobody told me about Death Battle?
Well, what do you think?
That was awesome. Nice suit.
Oh, thanks. Kryptonian fabric. My mom made it for me.
Sam, what you doing, bro? Trying to sneak attack? Ultra Instinct? See what you got now. Yo, this is wild. Yo, he's cutting down all the... At this point, they're just trading blows. I lied. Goku got the up air. Oh my. Oh my God. What was that? 6 suns? He going through the universe right now?
Finally.
He finally taking him serious. Oh my God! And he cutting right through it. Then he put the Kaioken with it. He blew up the earth. Did they just break the whole universe?
Huh?
Oh!
Almost had me there.
I
That
knew
was
it.
actually
I should have
pretty
picked
fun.
Superman.
Yeah, it sure was. But I'll be stronger next time.
I look forward to it.
No, I should have picked Superman.
Let's go again.
You're on.
GG's. That was crazy though.
KO! That's it! The final, indisputable answer! Who am I kidding? People are gonna argue this one forever.
There's so many ways this battle could go, especially with all the other continuities.
Yeah, for real, Goku would kick almost every other Superman's ass, except for the main one.
There's a lot to cover, so let's address the 5 categories
Understandable.
most representative of this fight.
First
I
up,
bet.
It's time to upgrade your tire
Here we go.
inflator. It's not an option, but a necessity. Here's why.
First up,
My fault.
Strength. Both could hit hard enough to break or make their whole universe, or take it in stride, like when Superman got smacked by the whole antimatter universe.
At most, Dragon Ball's universe is 1,505 times larger than our own. But based on the DC Universe's officially established age and rate of expansion, it is 1.6
That's wild.
vigintillion times larger. Over a novemdecillion times more than Goku's.
At some point, you reach a number high enough that it just doesn't mean anything anymore. Anyway, Goku's obviously gotten stronger since the Beerus fight, even by billions or trillions of times. He's defeated Jiren, Broly, Moro, and Fu.
But even if we highball Goku by quadrillions or quintillions of times, the gap is just too much, especially with the World Forger feat. Not even Heroes competes with that. Superman takes the edge in strength.
But strength isn't everything.
Yep,
Let's
I
talk
thought so.
speed. Both are obviously way
Goku
faster
definitely
than
got
light,
speed,
but
right?
Superman crossed that mega-sized universe of his in seconds and flew faster than
Oh, I'm
infinity.
tweaking.
Makes sense.
I'm
He
tweaking.
can keep up with the Flash, whose speed is so ludicrous it's unquantifiable.
Don't count Goku out, though.
That's crazy.
Flying across the entire afterlife in base form and outspeeding Eos's future sight takes some crazy speed.
Fighting Zamasu
I think
as
Goku
an
got it.
omnipresent merged timeline also implies immeasurable speeds.
That, combined with instant transmission and Ultra Instinct, could probably keep up.
Maybe. Quantifiably, Superman is faster, but both are immeasurable. The safest bet here is
Tie.
to say they tie in speed.
Especially
Duh.
when we look at skill. Goku's a martial arts master. He's definitely got better battle instincts. He wants to fight and is dedicated to his
Yep.
training. While
Goku got the
Superman
skill for
sees
sure.
training as a means to an end.
Superman's knowledge in pressure point combat and Kryptonian martial arts are impressive, but he's only used them a few times. It would be disingenuous to say he's an equivalent master at them.
So Goku wins in skill, but not necessarily in experience.
Don't get it wrong, Superman is not a mindless brawler. He's trained with Batman and Wonder Woman. He's even defeated martial arts
He
experts
definitely
like
has.
Cobra without powers.
Goku has spent decades training, but Superman battled Norse demons for 1,000 years.
He's also
Oh my God.
astonishingly brilliant, like when he reassembled the reality warping miracle machine from memory. Experience obviously goes to Superman, but perhaps less obvious is our last category, powers.
Hakai, Spirit Bomb, Mafuba, Instant Transmission, God Key, God Bind. How does
I'm so
Goku
sick
not
right now that
win with
Goku lost.
those?
I always
Dragon
pick the
Ball
wrong
Ki
one, bro.
is
I'm 1 and
dependent
3
on
now.
Physical ability, so it's different from Magic. God Key is simply
I'm 1 and
pure
3.
Ki, and Magic
Trash.
isn't an auto win against Superman anyway, whose greater strength could break out of something like the God Bind.
Mafuba and the Spirit Bomb would take way too long, and Goku's never successfully used Hakai before. Even if he did land it, Superman's impossible to erase from reality. Like, he's tanked Omega Beams, which do the same thing as Hakai.
Superman can time travel, countering instant transmission's similar ability from Heroes. And regarding teleporting him to a red star, ignoring the fact that Sans can't breathe in space, case, though Goku's certainly tough enough to withstand a vacuum, instant transmission requires another person to act as a beacon. He can't just warp to any red star.
Even if he did,
Yeah, okay. That's what I didn't know about instant transmission. I thought he could just teleport anywhere, like if he in his mind. But you gotta have another person.
Superman could phase through his attacks.
So that's it then. Clark has too many
Respect.
counters, so he takes the edge in powers and it's over.
Well, I think there's something else. Goku versus Superman breaches a broader zeitgeist. It's more than just two characters fighting. For a whole generation, especially in 90s America, superheroes represented an unyielding status quo. Spider-Man, Batman, Captain America rarely change who they are or what they believe in. For a lot of people, that's tiring, and Superman is an icon of that. Then along came anime. There was a whole other world of ideas and stories for us sheltered Westerners.
This is so good, I'm not gonna lie.
Goku's an icon of that.
I love
So
Death
while
Battles, I'm
many
not
see
gonna
this
cap.
as a debate between characters, others see it as a debate of ideologies and culture. And if that's what's at stake, who wants Goku to lose?
You're sure you're not overthinking this?
It's not our intent, but it does call into question what we're doing. How can people agree with what we take as fact when fiction relies on interpretation? Are we stripping characters of their importance by simplifying them to contestants in a vacuum?
I wouldn't
of
say
violence?
stripping it.
And if so, then what's the point?
Because it's fun, Wiz. Damn it, man. There's more than one way to appreciate something. We're having a great time talking about awesome characters and slamming action figures together.
Facts.
And that's okay.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying, no matter who you
I'm ready to
prefer,
finish.
that battle was super, man.
That's the worst pun.
What? It fits them both.
It's so lame.
I don't see you doing any better.
I do the math, the pun's your
Goku
job.
with the
Well,
winner.
maybe if you math as good as I punned, then Goku would have won.
What is wrong with you?